LinkedIn is mainly a B2B platform, but that doesn't mean it is the best platform for any B2B business. Before we start marketing and reaching out to prospects using LinkedIn, we want to make sure that our clients are active and using it. So when we post content and reach out, we know we are reaching out to the right decision makers. In this class, we're going to learn how to find your target audience. Who is the client? On LinkedIn, customers are people that work for companies. You want to identify the demographic, the job title, what companies do they work for, location, and industry. Let's see how to search on a premium account or regular account on LinkedIn. You go to the search bar and look for people. Open all filters. We are going to go over the most important filters. Connections. Do you want to expand your connection and reach out to second degree, ask them a connection request and send them a message? Or do you want to just send a message to your first degree? Make sure you check one of those two. Location. Let's start by expanding our network and looking for our target clients in California. First, we want to broaden the search. Then we'll want to see if the search fits our needs, and then we can narrow it further and further. But I recommend to start the search wide and then zoom in. Current companies. This is a good place to insert certain companies if you want to target specific companies. If you have a relatively small amount of companies and you don't want to miss out on any of them, then I would recommend taking your research out of LinkedIn and inserting all the company names so you get the employees that work in all the companies that you need and don't miss out any one of them. Past companies. This is a good filter for someone who wants to connect with people from old jobs, maybe. If you want to say, hi, I worked at IBM, for example, and that is a good way to connect, that is a good way to start a conversation. But right now we want to find our target client and we want to find the basic search, which is title, industry, and if possible, company headcount. But this is only possible in Sales Navigator, which we will learn later on. Industries. What industries are your clients working in? I've checked computer software and internet since most of my current clients are from those industries. LinkedIn doesn't give us all the industries out there. It gives us a very limited list, and I'm gonna link it here below so you can read how many people are in every industry. Profile language. If you're writing a message in a specific language, you want them to be able to understand it. So this is a good place to start. School. This is good if you want to target people you went to school with and also can be your prospects, because then you can start a conversation with them and say, hey, we went to school together. Let's go to services. If you are a freelancer, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a startup founder, if you're a CEO even, make sure that you're open for business, and we're going to learn about it in the profile section. And that's how, if someone is looking for a service provider in your industry, they're going to find you if you're open for business. Now, we have our industry, right? We have our location. We want to expand the network. This is a very, very broad search. We're going to narrow it down after we see the result. And you see the title, I found that the best way to find the prospect's title is through the keyword search. And now we get 2,900 results. We can narrow it down further by checking off one of the industries or connecting only with second-degree connections, or we can broaden the search if our prospects are not only sales managers, maybe they are sales VP of sales, maybe they are SDR managers. There are a lot of options there. So what can you do? There is something called Boolean Search. With Boolean Search, you can maximize your basic search on your LinkedIn account. So let's say I want to put sales manager in brackets or SDR. As you can see, our search now is 79,000. This is too big of a search. Right now, I'm going to narrow it down to second degree only. People only from the software industry. And I'm going to keep the keywords here. 1,700. Let's see if they could be my clients. I recommend saving your searches on a Google Sheet and then checking which one works better. Always measure in order to improve.